everybody, and welcome back to Encounter Roleplay. We're back today for another episode of Vampire the Masquerade, Fall of London, and we have almost all of the full crew with us today, aside from Amelia, who's going to be back with us next week. Fear not. But we do have everyone else here today, so we're going to head back into this world of shadows and vampires. Let's go around and remind ourselves of who we are, who we're playing, and things of that nature. So, Adam, how are you doing today?
Hey, doing really well, yeah. I'm playing Jacob, Nosferatu, and atavistic pain in the arse. It's really fun. I'm looking forward to it.
Fantastic stuff. Of course, we have Jess back with us tonight. Jess, how you doing?
Oh, hi. I'm good. Here to play Rahat, the Tremere blood sorcery nerd. I don't know if those go together, but they do now.
They do now. The blood sorcery nerd. Fantastic. We've got Lindy back with us today. Lindy, how you doing?
I'm doing spiffy. I'm excited to be here and get back into the shoes of Ulrika, who is a gangrel vampire, very bloodthirsty. But that could just be her Viking heritage. She likes to fight things, everything, everyone.
She was drinking blood before she was a vampire and before it was cool. Very good, very good. We've got Pro back with us now. Pro, how you doing, my friend?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Excited to be back in Takad Itet's shoes. I am a Ventru, once Pharaoh, now with these people, when I always have to explain and then apologize.
Someone who I will never apologize towards is Gareth. Gareth, how are you?
I'm doing pretty well. I'm going to be playing Sequin, the brutal bourgeois biker. I don't know any other words to go on the end of that. Die-hard member of the Sewer Rats, founding member now. And yeah, Sewer Rats for life.
You're in on the founders level of Kickstarter for sure when it comes to Sewer Rats. Great stuff. Well, Amelia's with us, not with us tonight, but let's head into the episode. In fact, before we head into the episode, I'll do a little recap here in a moment. But I will remind you guys, we are, of course, sponsored here today by Paradox Interactive and Modifius Entertainment. If you want to go check out what we are doing, !FOL, tickets to Vampire the Masquerade, over on Modifius Entertainment's website, where this chronicle that we're playing can be found. Fall of London, Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition, takes place in London 2012. There's a whole lot of spooky stuff going on, a lot of vampires, as one might imagine, and a whole lot of mystery and intrigue. We have received questions in as to whether or not the Sewer Rats are an integral part of Fall of London. While you may not find them written explicitly in the book, I feel like there are a lot of signs. If you read between every second letter of every third word, you will find that it spells out a secret to do with the Sewer Rats, which is obviously in Fall of London.
Look, he just played Fallout 3 recently and he got really obsessed and now it happened, okay?
Exactly, yeah. So we're going to do a quick recap before... Oh, and of course our sponsors, Fantasy Grounds. How could I forget? Our wonderful sponsors over at fantasygrounds.com, where all of our roles, maps, and tokens can be found on. So if you want to play online with a virtual tabletop, do it with Fantasy Grounds. You can download the demo version for free. It's a good time. My friends, a very good time indeed. Right, a quick recap then as to what on earth has been going on. And what happened last week on the show. So the party were invited to meet with the Prince of London, who just so happens to be Queen Anne. They turned up to this fancy gala at the Shard in London. And oh boy, was there a lot to be done there. A whole lot of what I would describe as fun little side stories and side quests began to pop up involving one vampire Nosferatu called Caleb, who has a secret gang called the Sewer Rats, which now all of the party appear to be members of against their will, because our good friend Sir Quinn happened to sign them up. They resolved the dispute between this vampire Caleb and the Ventru Natasha, and they have a mission at some point that they can choose to go and check out, which is someone has been hunting humans that isn't Caleb and Natasha, and seems to be trying to pit the two of them against one another. So there's a mystery there to be resolved. But more broadly speaking, they did manage to get an entrance to Queen Anne's parlor, throne room, and had a conversation with her. The upshot of that is that they are looking for 4 artifacts with Mithraic cult qualities. Queen Anne has one of them and has promised this to them if they agreed to help take out her sire, Valerius, who's an elder vampire, who she claimed was also responsible for the death of Mithras. They essentially agreed to go and kill him. There are several options that they're going to explore today as to how they try and kill this vampire. It's a pretty dangerous task. And they ended things off with heading out of the party and heading out of the shard upon the Queen's request. And I think before they even head out, there is an invitation to an armory, which I think Ulrika intended to take up on that offer with. So you're part of a new gang. You've agreed to kill someone on the request of a queen, and that person just so happens to be the same person who supposedly killed your old buddy and pal, Mithras. So there's a couple of incentives there to take him out. So I will hand back over to the party. Did you, by the way, Ulrika, did you want to stop by the armory real quick?
Yes. Yes, I would, Will.
Is that
a question?
Not a legitimate one. So
I'll probably go there as well.
Yeah, no, you're all invited if you so wish to attend. For the sake of this, we'll say that you'll go. You're led down and left into a sub-level of the shard. You're in some unspecified basement area, which it turns out is a Matrix-style armory, where there are weapons of all sorts. If you can imagine modern weapons as well as some older ones, as I'm sure some of you will be more interested in. Imagine a weapon, for the sake of argument, and there is there is one here. Obviously, you may not need weapons like firearms or more basic ones like swords and whatnot, but they are there if you so choose to use them. And Figure Architect, who donates £10. The first party member to succeed on a roll of my choice discovers a map and a key to stash. Labeled Recreational Blood. Interesting. There's a couple other things there as well, but we'll get to that. So, you see this vast armory before you with weaponry from all ages. Is anyone picking anything up here?
The question is, how many things do they let me pick up here?
Hold on, Ulrika. I'll go and see if I can find you a trolley. Hang on.
Let's say that they give you a reasonable amount, as in you need to be able to take this on your person and reasonably be able to stash it. They're not letting you walk out with 100 assault rifles or something like that.
Okay.
But an assault rifle and a sword or something else, yeah.
Yeah. I think she'll be looking for anything new that's melee combat based. So like any stun batons or that kind of thing. Any new fancy toys like that.
Yeah. And if you need a sort of walkthrough of how these weapons work, there are a couple of those ghouls, the sort of MI6 looking agents in suits, who are in the thrall of Queen Anne, who will be able to demonstrate this to you.
I think she probably just grabs one and walks with him very firmly by the arm, and just with each new weapon just goes, how does this one work? How does this one work? And just goes down the line and then picks her favorites.
There's also a firing range down here as well. So the ghouls help, instruct and teach you on some basics of, firearm use. The other thing is that you guys as vampires are your senses are incredibly acute. So you're going to pick up on things like this a whole lot faster, even if you are a little rusty from all the torpor. So what does Ulrika grab?
I think she'll grab a folding crossbow so that it can be easily concealed, because she knows how to work a crossbow. It's just how to, the new
Right.
nuances of these. I think she'll grab like
Yeah.
a stun baton and like some sort of telescoping stick thing just to beat people with. 'Cause she's got swords and stuff.
Just a
Those
big
are actually
old
also
club.
called batons.
Yeah, like
Yes,
a
just not.
telescoping.
Yeah, it's like a nightstick type deal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Things that are easily concealed and fancy and shiny and new that she doesn't already have in her collection.
Okay. So Quinn, I feel like it'd be wrong of me not to mention that there are some more sort of medieval era weapons here as well, if that's something you'd be looking to pick up.
Yeah, so he's gonna grab a pair of brass knuckles, but I imagine they're a bit fancier than that. And yeah, perhaps some like a short sword, something a little bit concealable, maybe kind of hidden in something else that I can pull. And also, she did mention there was a garage that I could have access to a motorcycle, right?
Yes, she. I think she did. Yes, if my memory serves me. There are some vehicles for you to take, although she's not giving you all like your own vehicle. This is just for you, Sikwem.
Yeah, he will kind of have a look through and pick a nice like biker-looking bike. I don't want to say too Harley, it's a bit cliche, but something like a street-looking bike. And he'll also probably grab some body armor or something like that. He's used to kind of wearing armor in combat, and he'll ask what they have, and I imagine they point him to like a bulletproof vest or something.
Yeah, yeah, exactly that. Basically, bulletproof Kevlar vests. Yeah, cool.
He'll probably suggest some of that to the rest of the group in case anyone wanted it. But other than that, yeah, we'll call it a Ducati. That'll be what bike I have. Thank you, FPS Monkey.
There we go. Anyone else picking something up from the armory?
Oh, I've got me wire. Is there better wire? Yeah. Like an up-to-date version of a garrote, or am I sticking with wire?
Yeah, no. There's the hitman wire, which is a little bit more sophisticated than just a piece of wire.
I got monofilament wire. I can cut somebody's head off now. Brilliant.
It's like stainless steel. It's really good, really easy to wash.
Brilliant. That sounds much better than the wire I was in the uni using. So brilliant.
Rahat or Takatsu, you guys gonna take anything? Oh no.
Yes, I will take something small and sharp. And
like a compass at school.
like just like a small dagger or something like that, something like a personal personal weapon that doesn't require too much strength. And similarly, I'll probably like Rahat would probably ask about some of the.
There we go.
Oh, sorry. Rahat would probably ask about some of the guns, and just take one. That's nothing too big or elaborate. Yeah.
Can you tell me about some of the guns?
No, well, because she'd be interested in like the modern tech and like the most modern versions, but she wouldn't want anything big and honky. Like she would just take something small.
So like a pistol, personal firearm.
Yeah.
Type deal. Okay.
Sure. But if there's anything really elaborate and interesting, she's probably off to the side, demanding an immediate breakdown of it. And if there are schematics, I'd like to see those. And also,
there's nothing
can I make one of these myself?
Right. There's nothing remarkably sci-fi about them. If you are shown schematics, it does sort of make sense to you because you would have been familiar at least with standard rifling from the 40s and whatnot, and some of the guns that are out there pretty in design fairly similar to the ones that are here. But there's no like crazy ray gun or something like that.
Yeah, they haven't changed that much. I think she's actually disappointed that they haven't, like, that the technology hasn't gotten that much more advanced in all this time. Like, what were they doing? Like,
You guys don't have
Right?
spaceships. What the fuck?
I can imagine
still
like
walk here.
Rahat reading 1940s fiction books and being like, the future.
She'd have read it. She'd have seen the time machine.
Yeah.
Oh god.
You mean you
There are the
don't have that
Morlocks.
yet? What the hell have you been doing?
Where's my ray gun?
What a waste of time. Takat, are you grabbing anything while you're here?
Yeah, so knowing that a large Kopesh would just be very obvious, I'm gonna go over to the kind of like African weapons, and I'm gonna pick up a what is called it's a small staff, like a big kind of ball knob at the end. It's called a wissa.
Wissa.
So I'm gonna be using kind of that.
What is that?
So I can kind of-
Morning Star sort of thing.
No, so it's like a big kind of like wooden staff, like a big ball at the end. So it's like used to like knock people across like their forehead with. And I can kind of use it as like a walking
mace.
stick. Basically, yeah.
Yeah,
I can use it as like a walking stick.
pretty cool.
Cool.
I'm really disappointed that you didn't pick up a sword stick, and I feel like you should change your mind and get that now.
Yeah, but I don't know. I want to get something that's culturally appropriate.
Oh no! Don't get me
Like,
wrong.
familiar.
Walking stick, like a sword stick is proper wanky, but like you could style with it like nothing on earth.
I did have like a sword samurai stick once. It was like shka.
I support all of this.
Takat like went through that phase where that was cool.
That is so
It's
17th
also traditional
century,
now.
oh
So
my
it
God.
works.
Do you know those things
All
rattle
right.
when you tap them on the floor? They're not very subtle.
It's my bones, my old bones.
All right, so the group of you are arm and armor up, and presumably once you're done, you are happy to be escorted from the facility and let back outside into the night of London. And when I say night, I mean you're coming up on 3 a.m. You've got a couple hours left in the night time, but you've been at the party for quite a while and you got there rather late, so there isn't too much time. And so Quinn, you can have had the bike brought up for you.
Use a
Yeah, he's
divine
got to
vic-
just. He's sat outside just revving the engine, enjoying the sound when you all come out.
It is a sin, by the way, Sequin, that while you have this bike, you are definitely renting this this vehicle. If it should come to any harm, you know, you want to get insurance on that.
A vampire needs to go and get insurance. And
I mean,
direct
not
mine.
actual insurance, just you know,
Yeah, I know.
just vampire insurance.
Funny.
The real bloodsuckers.
Blooms.
I'm so bummed I don't have my soundboard right now.
To go to the DMV. Yeah. I mean, they would tell you that you would need to, you know, in case you do get stopped by police, you might want to go get yourself some kind of license or a fake one. You know.
If we're traveling down, because I imagine we're at the top of that very large building, and I imagine we're just traveling down in the elevator for an extended period of time. And yeah,
Music's broken. We broke it.
Yeah, we destroyed that ages ago. That's not a thing anymore. That's over.
That's true. It's just pipe, the echoes of deadpan and pipe music floating through the.
I can
tunnel.
totally imagine like Rahat wanting to break the silence, though, so humming softly to herself.
Nah. She would love the silence, actually. Unfortunately, she breaks it because I think she turns to Sir Quinn and then like shakes her head and looks at Jacob and then shakes her head and looks at Ulrika and just says, obviously the Queen knew of all of your actions, of you three, and she says she has seen fit to erase the footage or whatnot. But apparently she was not the...
I did not leave footprints.
I didn't get seen
Mistake.
at all. I don't know what you're talking about.
Not only were you seen by the Queen and was this all known, but a regular kindred, some unimportant person, walked up to me in the party and told me great detail what you three had been up to. So I don't know if that's simply due
I'm pretty
to...
sure that they told you what those two dickheads were up to, but some of us were invisible the entire fucking time sitting outside on a garbage can.
I don't know what they are using, but they clearly have a way of... I don't know if they are tracking, following, watching, what it is.
That sounds like your area then. Sounds like, spooky spells and what have you.
I think it might have
are
been
you saying
technologically
we-
based, actually.
Are you
I mean,
saying
we
we
kill
should
them
give
next
them a
time.
show and murder everyone we meet?
I think we'll call that Plan B, shall we?
It's always a valid plan B, but simply that,
All right, so who's this
I don't know,
Torah?
it seems there's-
Who's Taurus then?
pardon?
Who's this Ragusaurus then?
Someone named St. Clair. They were also making me offers. I don't know exactly what they want from us, but
Did you
it's...
take
What
us on
kind
the
of
offer?
offers?
That would have been quite helpful.
They gave
for
me
us.
a business card, didn't they? Like I took their information. I specifically requested and took their information. Yeah, so Rahat has their business card.
Oh, can I just have a look at that actually?
Yeah.
And
So it reads the name of the person was St. Clair, and the name of the corporation is Cycloration Industries, which I have. I'll put it in our chat.
Cyclo. What's this fucking word? What is this?
I don't know. As I said, I don't know how they are watching or what exactly they know, but they knew a lot. And I don't know if that's commonplace in this time. If everyone just knows what everyone is doing. Or...
I don't know how you guys feel about this, but if they're watching us, I think we can probably stand to find out a little bit about them as well.
I'm fine with that.
Bear in mind we have someone else to keep an eye on. We have been given a target, and perhaps we shouldn't lose focus from them to get started.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Also,
All right, boss,
with Rahad's information, who is to say with this current Inquisition that they haven't developed some kind of technology that can see you, Jacob?
I mean, I suppose it's possible. I don't know. There was them lasers in the lift. They didn't go off. Them red things. You remember the light things?
I didn't see.
No. I'm sorry. It's impossible on this. Ulrika, you remember those light things in the
Yes.
lift? They didn't go off. I had my hands
Forever.
Look, if you want, next time you can, like, upside down, dig fucking lights out of a wall with a screwdriver, okay?
Just use your nails.
I mean, literally not possible, but okay.
I'm just saying we don't know what they are capable of. Perhaps some kind of photography that they could capture our images with.
Oh, maybe.
Who knows?
I didn't used to show up on photos. I hope I don't now.
Who knows
Yes, they
what they can
send
do?
your soul.
Do we need a disguise?
Only on a new iPhone.
I hear Apple is really good nowadays.
Fucking Google Maps, man. That's how they found us. Okay, well, boss. I mean, it's
Street
up to you.
view.
I can either
train.
creepy crawl this place, find out what this bitch wants, or I can go and like check out where what's his face's killer's hanging out.
I don't think we necessarily need to deal with it right now. It was something I wanted to make you all aware of, that it might be more of an issue than it was previously.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Thank you for telling us. I think that is right, yes. And Sir Quinn as well. We need to stay on task. The quicker we finish this, the quicker we can get on to better assignments.
All right. So, what do you want us to do then, boss? What's the plan?
Well, she wants this. What was his name again?
Valerius.
That was it, Valerius. I'm like, I've used that name before because it's ridiculous. She said Valerius was to die, and I'm more than happy to achieve this goal of what she says. Whether it's true or not, that's to be determined. But this person must be dealt with for us to move forward.
Okay, so bit of reconnoitre.
What?
You want me to like creep around and have a look at stuff?
Yes, if you could. You know, their ins and goings, and although she said he's by himself, a vampire that old, most likely has alliances somewhere.
If he's not surrounded by bullshit bodyguards, I think that'll be quite a surprise, and I'll owe you a lot of money.
Yes. Well, unless we're doing anything tonight, what is everyone's plans?
I mean, this is where is it in docks, isn't it?
Yes.
It's in the Docklands,
Do you mean as in London Docklands, or do you mean actually the docks?
London Docklands.
Okay, cool. Well, this isn't that far away, but I ain't going to get much done before the sun comes up. I'll probably better off doing this tomorrow night, honestly.
Maybe a quick reconnaissance now and come back tomorrow.
I'll probably use the sewers and that, but yeah, I can have a quick scudgy, look at the alarms, or because those things go off all the time now, don't they? What's happening with that? It used to be just banks, but now open a bloody door.
Yes, I think someone caught a recording of you. It sounded awful like you. It's quite remarkable.
I am 100% sure that nobody caught a recording of me at any point.
The high-pitched noise. Okay, you don't hear it.
It sounded like screaming. Yes.
Once again, I can't clarify enough how the sound of the alarm is not the sound of my screaming voice.
Sometimes we can't hear the noises we make. It's okay. We're like deaf to our own.
All right, look, I'm just going to go and look at this fucking headquarters, and when I get back, we'll talk about my screaming, bitch.
Yes, because it sounds different in your head, you see, the way it vibrates, so you wouldn't...
Okay, is anyone going to come with me?
Ulrika is just so happy right now. And Rahat, they're like backing him out.
All right, look, dangerous, violent lady. You might want to come in case somebody actually wants beating to death.
Can I beat them to death?
Theoretically. We'll have a look. Look, okay, not automatically. Probably. We'll beat someone to death. Look, we'll find a homeless person. If not, it'll be fine.
Should we all just go?
I mean, did you want to just like drive up and have a look at the front of the building?
Yes, maybe a three-prong attack down below, up top, and so Quinn, you can fly by with your new vehicle.
Like, so Quinn will smile like ear to ear. He'll try and hide the smile, but yeah, that sounds amazing to him. I think that will work. I imagine at that point, that's all he needs, and he buzzes off. Like massive loud motorbike roar, and he kind of tears off. Like, bear in mind he's not seen London for quite a while, so he might get a little bit lost, and I'm guessing there's not a sat nav on this motorbike.
Or there isn't, it freaks you out. It's like, who the hell is Siri?
Made a new ally.
God, does anyone else hear the voices?
Alright, so
she only responds to me.
I'll do so.
Something like that?
Sure.
What?
So what, like me and Ulrika go in the sewers, Quinn rockets past on his motorbike like a 4-year-old, and you and Rahat go to the front door?
Yes. A stroll could be nice.
Okay.
Alright, sounds easy enough.
Nothing will go wrong.
I mean, it's only about, where are we? We're at the Shard. It's only about 40 minutes.
Yeah, you should be all right to get this done. But this will probably be the last thing you'll want to do before heading back to
tomorrow night. We could
you want to sleep.
Go to that club where all the fighting is.
I mean, I think I'll probably be quite busy tomorrow night. Hang on, do you think there's much chance of me? Hang on, are you going to fight? Oh, I'm going to make a fucking forward. This is going to be brilliant. Can you look particularly pathetic when we go to the club? Because that'll be wicked.
You want me to lie about my ability?
Look very girly, if possible.
She does. That's why she's so intimidating.
No. I see your point, but dipshits, right? Oh, look, don't matter. Okay, look, just give me your money and I'll clear up for us. It'd be great.
So you head over to Docklands, and you're all coming at it from different angles, but for the most part, you will observe similar things. Docklands is a very affluent and wealthy part of London. Despite the hour, it seems as though it is busier in a sense, in that people are out, perhaps because they feel safer, because there's a fairly substantial police presence, certainly compared to some of the other areas that you've been. You notice that it seems as though if maybe you're sticking out for a couple of hours or so, really pushing it, seems as though there are quite regular patrols of mortal police who go around the area quite a lot. You'll also notice that the building that you've been directed to is a very large and old, meaning wealthy type of building. It's very large as well. You'll also notice that there are two armed, by the looks of things, if you look closely, doormen. Now, these two men seem to patrol the perimeter. One of them stays on the door for the most part, and the other goes around. There's not a whole lot of access to other sides of the house, so you couldn't really enter in through the back unless you were doing it from like a rooftop. And even then, the rooftop would be a fairly substantial jump for a normal person. The fact that these two men are carrying some kind of weaponry that you can tell with your incredibly acute vision speaks to and the regularity of the police patrol speaks to the fact that maybe these people are allowed to be here and armed, which maybe, depending on how much your working knowledge of what firearms are like in the UK right now, being something more than just a coincidence. Other than that, though, there is no it doesn't seem like there's a whole army inside the place, but there are no windows which that you see into the building itself. So at large, you've got basically two ways in that seem mostly apparent, either in through the side or in through the front door. You're not lucky enough to have some kind of like nice, easy chimney to scoop yourself down. And it does seem like it's guarded, and that's sort of what you get from staking out the place for a couple of hours. By the looks of these two men as well, it would say that they're probably professionals. And yeah, go ahead, Adam.
Access or
none that you can visibly see, and none that's the sewers themselves don't connect to that particular building. Directly, yeah.
Okay, right. Well, this ain't looking that pretty. Do you want me to have a look on the roof?
Are we together? Yeah, you sure?
I mean, I assume I've come back after the scouting around.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, I've got soaring leap, so I can jump pretty high.
Morgana Le Fay donates £3. Crit fail at my discretion, since chaos is always entertaining. Now, while I might be tempted to use this at the moment where Adam says I leap onto the rooftop, I have already...
I have absolutely nothing to roll for that, so you can do that all you fucking want right now.
Well, I can certainly. It could certainly turn into another museum. It could certainly turn into another museum situation. Let's say.
I'm so sick of these museum situations.
However, I'm going to hold on for that for a hot minute to use it at another moment. I also want to say that Architect Origins donates £10. The motorbike is indeed equipped with a sat nav. It's part of an experimental government-issued AI originally used by secret agents. The AI is named Stoptimus Crime and is quite the chatterbox.
Yeah, do you remember when we were playing a grim dark like horror roleplay game? Do you remember that before the steel rats?
This is far darker. This is far darker. An AI is the only Sequin can hear. Yeah. So we'll get to that. A quick look around the rooftops shows that there's no access to the point where this has clearly been considered to be like vampire proofed, as in the design of this building. You're suddenly getting the sense that whoever was trying to stay safe in here is someone who's aware that there are abilities beyond that of the natural. Jacob, you've seen like vampire havens before, of like vampires who really don't want other vampires messing up in their shit. This strikes you as one of them.
So like lead sealed windows and rubbish like that.
That kind of stuff, yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll hop down and come back to the... I take it you're in some sort of smug limousine of some sort?
I would have parked it like a ways away. Probably just walk in.
Yeah, I'll sort of wander over. Okay, so not only are all the guards armed, and that's not 100% normal anyway, but they've got like anti-vampire stuff like all over the place. Like they definitely are expecting not humans in here. Like, you know, like the windows are sealed. Like, and I don't mean sealed like it's a window. I mean like this window could open, but now it's been sealed. And so they're obviously expecting like supernatural company, as it were. So we aren't exactly going to be going in unannounced, if you see what I mean.
Perhaps we could get an invitation.
I mean, in theory, do you know Valerius? I mean, I didn't meet him. I saw him from afar, but like I don't think I know him enough to like be asked for tea.
I do know Valerius, yes.
I mean, that might be our best option, because honestly, we can go in really hard. Okay? I feel like we can probably take the crappos on the door, but we don't know how many there are inside, and we got to get to the door, and there might be more of them loud, screamy sounds. All in all, it ain't going to be silent in any way. Plus, this is a Docklands, so quite honestly, I can think of 4 police stations within about 10 minutes of here. And we'll be drowning in Rosas by the time we have got through the door.
And it's quite quiet, so any kind of noise would definitely be noticed in this part.
I'll hear it for sure, yeah.
Well, I'll find... Perhaps there is a way to get a message inside. You said it looks abandoned, right? Well...
inside, there's simply no windows on the front for you to be able to look in. So it would appear as though no one's home, but then you wouldn't know necessarily.
Well, maybe there is a landline inside. A simple call.
Like on the telephone?
Yes. As I said, if we're going to get an invitation, might as well be pleasant about it.
It's either that or we smash and grab, and I don't know if that's the way you're going to want to go on with this.
No, we've already done that already. We've burned that bridge. I look to no one, I'm just saying. I'm looking at you, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I can ask around and I can see if I can work out anything about the alarm. See if there's any way we can turn that stuff off. Like maybe we can turn off the power, some way like that. I can have a look into that.
Yes, all options are viable at this point. We are at a bottom rung. Anything that would help us would help us.
All right. Well, I mean, I can have a word with a Nosferatu boss around here, see what he knows, and maybe get a little bit of insight in what we're kind of dealing with from the perspective of, loud, flashy noises and lights.
Just to pipe in, just for a moment. When sieging a castle, I was found it better to starve people out or smoke people out.
So
I love it for you
not-
to say like starve people out and like an Uber Eats goes by.
Uber Eats for the blood version.
Could just set it on fire.
So your
Uber
advice
meats.
is either to set fire around the outside of a building in the London Docklands, or wait until they need to get food, which they can get very easily indeed.
Well, we could cut off the supply of food going in. Nothing that some reconnaissance wouldn't tell us, movements and such. But again, I'm an old-fashioned man. I'm just trying to give a few suggestions.
No, it is all welcome. Good ones, at least, yes.
I like the fire thing. Maybe we could set the whole building on fire. That sounds like a damn good idea.
I like the current reconnaissance. I think that's pretty good.
All right,
Well,
we can
fire
hold the
plan
building for,
C.
Yeah, like C or something, yeah.
But plan F for fire.
F. All right, F seems all right.
All right, fine.
F-
Yes.
super.
When pillaging, we would often burn the villages.
No, I mean,
if they didn't-
F is only like, what, 6 from the start, so that's okay. So let's roll through plans 1 through 5 and get onto the burning. Brilliant.
Let's go from 1 through 5 to F.
Alphabet start to F.
All right, well, I'll have a word with, what's his fucking name? Is that
Nicholas.
your cunt who's the head of the sewer rats, really the Nosferatu fucking primogen?
Caleb.
No, he's not the primogen. Fine. No.
Thank fuck for that. Okay.
Uh,
I know the primogen, and if I've been given that little shit as something I spent 4 fucking points on my character sheet, then I'm going to keep the box.
Everyone's
Um,
primitive nowadays.
no.
Because I've got more than 4, which is primogen level.
Nicholas is the primogen of the
He's
Nosferatu
the-
here in London.
Okay.
Also, Morgana Lee Faye donates £3. Chris success for Ulrika when she wants it. Thank you very much.
Nice.
There'll be lots of blood involved.
Nice.
That's literally your only like modus operandi, isn't it?
Fire.
Fire too. Not a one.
Fire.
You know, the usual drill.
Just give me an opportunity to get on a boat. I'm there. Let's go. How close to
Where you guys
the
headed back?
is this guy's house? Just out of curiosity.
Okay,
Let's
so
see
you're
what, sorry?
used by the London Docklands and the docks, unfortunately.
Mm.
There's a
Sorry,
river
how-
here.
Where are the
How
two
close to the river
locations?
is the dude we want to murder's house? Too.
Oh man.
The nearest river through the London Docklands is about, what, 5-10 minutes away?
Yeah, I don't know London super well, to be honest. But just
Okay.
looking at the map provided, yeah, a little way away.
This,
Certainly not like right close on this street. Yeah.
I was gonna say we could build a ship, sail up next to it, but maybe next time.
Rats.
I like the
Yeah,
longboat
he's at nat
plan
20.
before. If we put that
I
in
use my
plan,
nat 20 to build a
Hey.
warship.
We have the technology.
Since Jacob looked for all the physical defenses, I would just want to use my Seeing the Unseen to double check there's no magical defenses.
Hmm. Is that just a power G to make a roll?
It says free. I don't know, but I
Great.
think, yeah, I've
it's like free with an obstruction check if the thing is trying to resist being seen.
yeah.
Let's see.
It's a bunch of Nosferatu, just invisible.
Yeah.
Let me do some dice rolling.
Like if they don't know you're looking for them though, then they can't obstruct it, you know.
Yeah, I mean, so there are some like sentry-like magics that can be difficult to detect, or perhaps there is the possibility that there are things like cameras that are watching for people who are watching, stuff like that. You don't get a sense that there's something obviously like magical about like that door has a trap on or anything like that. However, what you can sense is that sort of low hum of energy coming from inside that house, perhaps denoting something or someone that is very powerful.
Yeah, I would turn to Catatet and just say that to them. That I was trying to see if there was any defenses in place, but there's something in there. But it could just be him. I don't know. Was he known for to be of particularly strong magic or anything?
Let me think.
Well,
Let me just cast my mind back. Weirdly, my memory sounds
powerful in the dominating.
My memory
kind of
sounds like like someone named Will. Yeah, no. So he's an elder vampire, very powerful. As memory serves, pretty good at the old magics. Though let's say that you haven't seen like frontal displays of magic, but you're well aware that this person would be able to do some pretty impressive stuff.
Yes, he was well trained in the blood rituals and blood alchemy, from what I can remember. And time has a way of increasing one's power. So they're most likely beefed up.
All right, so we got a beefy elder vampire, tons of physical defenses, and no way in other than that door there and that door there.
Yes, seems an invitation. You know what? Why don't I do it? I'm gonna walk over to it and just knock on the fucking door.
Oh no, that's okay. In that case, I'm gonna leg it round to the side door at this point.
Okay. You're going to need to presumably you're still under your spell, Jacob.
Oh yeah, I mean I doubt I'm being seen running around to the side door.
Yeah, I was just checking it.
Oh yeah.
I assume not doing that, but
well, no, I mean I wasn't still under it while I was talking to them like some sort of phantom, but I'm now back under it, as it were.
Yeah. Who else is going with Takat, if anyone?
I'll go. Rahat would like be so exasperated, but like
I think
would
Virtual kind of would go as well.
Yeah, I think that Rahat would just stay a step behind Takatatet at all times.
Ulrika is not a people person at all, and thus does not go.
Okay.
I think Sequin is going to kind of stay back, but keeping an eye watching. So not far away, but just close enough to act if he needs to.
Yeah. Rahat is not there to people. Rahat is to like try and sense inside or see or support, get them out. If anything bad happens. Yeah.
You got spells, bro? You got spells?
Is that
Do you have any
magic
books?
I sense? Hey, yeah. I smell that good old book smell. Gimme.
All right, so you stride up towards the building. One of the men clocks you before the other, and touches an earpiece. The other one arrives. When you're about 15 feet away, one of them says, "Sorry, sir, this is private property. You're going to all have to move along, please."
I know the owner of this building. That's what I say.
Mm-hmm. They're giving you the look up and down. The group of you who
Standing on
are
my pimp
approaching.
cane.
Strike a pose. Boom. You try and look as much like a vampire as possible.
I can make you happy. I have the nerdy form and I have the aggressive senua form. Either of these will work very well for you.
Which do you prefer? Yeah, so what the one that you're speaking to nods and says, "Well, that might well be the case, but it's getting early. Perhaps you should come back tomorrow night."
Give him a look. I just say, "Tell Valerius, an old friend, is looking to have a conversation. My name is Taket Itet Menhet."
Very well.
Let's walk away. I'd actually go over and give like my phone number. Just walk over to this guard and just like
You drop the business card. Boom.
mm-hmm.
Okay.
I imagine you have really pretentious business cards.
Oh, it's all like fashionable and like black and gold with like
Yeah.
epic calligraphy.
It looks like you are the actual bad guy from LA Confidential.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
"Is it
solid black
full?"
with just gold lettering, just their name on one side, just the number on the other side. That's it.
Nothing.
Like-
yeah.
How did you
Real
know?
baller move.
It's got like a nice like weight to the paper, like the thickness and texture is just
Mhm.
You feel like it could actually be made out of metal and not card in any way.
Each one costs more than
Yeah.
ever.
The production on this is killing
This
me.
isn't gold leaf, actually. This is actual gold. I'm sorry, I thought you misunderstood.
It's
Who
actually
makes
a
business
solid
cards out of
gold piece.
ebony and gold? That's insanely expensive.
It's actually
No card at all.
obsidian, the tin of gold.
It's obsidian,
I mean, that works
adamantite around the edge, yeah.
Yeah. All right then. So the group of you are heading back to Cat's place, or are we sleeping in different places tonight?
I mean, I'm going to go off and meet Nicholas.
Okay.
Did Sir Quinn tell us about the sewer rats?
Yeah, I think I would suggest that we have that there is. I'm not sure where it is, but there's an abandoned railway station. New compadres are there. It might be nice to introduce ourselves and take their hospitality for the day. But I'm going to head there. Don't feel like you are all obliged.
Oh, I'm going.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to go and hang out with Finnblood Nosferatu, if that's all right. I'm going to go and speak to Nicholas. That sounds better.
Every 5 decades, there's always a gang. Every 5 decades.
Last time we were here, it was the Sharks.
I think you find the Jets were in control.
They thought they were in control, but the power behind the throne.
Rahat, are you coming?
You're going to the sewer rats?
I can't actually believe that. Okay.
Yes, we are all members now. We made a decision, and it
I
helped.
fucking am not. What are you fucking talking about? I didn't agree to any fucking thing. What the hell are you? No, hang on a second. Hold on a second. Before I go, I have to tell you what a twat you are, because I am not a fucking member of any gang called the fucking Sewer Rats. With baby
it's not
Nosferatu?
really
Are you fucking kidding
a
me?
gang. we
Do
need
they have a little
connection.
badge, do they, on their clothes?
I believe so. Yes, I think it's a rat.
You are a piece
They
of
like
shit.
sewers, Jacob. Honestly, I thought you'd get on swimming. I'm surprised you're putting up.
I'm going to go and meet the Primogen and the Nosferatu. You can go and talk to the kiddies. Is that all right?
I want to see how much scared them.
I wonder
I
if they
think the answer is
scream
a
like
lot.
you do, Jacob.
Once again, you set off an alarm, you punched a lot of guards, you got caught on camera, you're a fucking twat. Nothing changes with this story. Every time you try and make that joke, you still set off the cameras, got caught like a moron, and showed us up like a prick.
Jacob, your mouth does a lot of talking. These do my talking, and he shows his fists.
Golly, you are so very scary. Oh my gosh.
One day, you're going to need Ulrika's and my skills, and you can thank us then. This
No,
is
I'll
what
thank you
I
then, and
do,
until
Jacob.
then, still a rat, accommodating dickwad. I'm going to go.
He seems in a good mood tonight.
I'm gonna walk down the street.
Really
And
good.
as I'm slowly vanishing, I'm muttering under my breath about stupid Bruhart.
All right, so we've
Wow.
got. Where's Rahat going? Is that?
Yeah,
Did we
no,
settle on
Rahat
that?
was just Rahat would just stand there and wait for them to be done fighting. And then turn to Sir Quinn and be like, why don't you go ahead and if they have anything, if they prove themselves useful for getting things, let me know about that. And then perhaps I will go see them for myself.
So what would you like there? I get confused about the guy. If they have books.
Books are always good. There are some times when I need bones, eyes, tongues, blood. We all need blood, but if you
Why
wanted,
you never ask me for these things?
well, it's only sometimes.
Takat, is there anything we can ask for you? So, are you interested in eyes and
I don't-
bones as well?
I don't want to be a part of this group.
I meant, like, they cut me off and, like, no.
I require nothing.
Nope.
You should stick.
Mango.
You should stick.
You place the ball of the stick against my lips, and I'm like, okay.
It's quite.
And then it'll kind of nod to Ulrika to get on the back of the motorbike.
Ulrika looks really uneasy about that. She's like, She goes, I'll keep up, and she's just gonna shapeshift into a wolf.
in London, Docklands, you are going to be shot by some vets.
Imagine the spottiest, wankiest part of Florida you've got. Then turn into a wolf there.
It's gonna be
Oh, really?
trending.
Okay.
It's now Beano
Hashtag
Alsatian.
Florida wolf will be a nice change of pace at least.
Okay.
As a Canadian, wolves just walk around everywhere around here.
Along with the
And
moose.
mooses.
Yeah, totally. Polar bear.
It's like Lady and the Tramp, but like a wolf and a moose.
Yeah,
I mean,
hanging
you
out.
probably convince her to hop onto the bike, but she's gonna be like,
Gonna shapeshift into a wolf and then hop on the bike.
Trending on all social media.
Yeah.
By the way, there's about 4 or 5 times the tallest that would not be in London.
Ulrika, can you stop panting on the back of my neck?
weird hipsters. You're fine.
All right, so here's the interesting thing. Quinn and Ulrika, as you're on the bike, you're heading your way to the where the sewer rats make nest. A little blue screen on your bike that you hadn't really figured out how to use starts speaking to you. It says, New user detected. Please state your name.
Architect Origin, this is your fault.
Hello? Is that the operator?
I am your handy AI. Optimus Crime. No, Stoptimus Crime. Damn it. I want to get that right. Sorry. First time being an AI.
Well, where are you? We've left Rahat, haven't we? I don't know what I'm doing. My name is Sir Quinn.
New user registered. Sir Quinn, how can I assist you in stopping crime?
This is like the absolute shittest version of Knight Rider that's ever existed.
I'm looking to get to an old, disused railway station. Sandbank. Any chance you could help me find it?
Of course I can. Here is a map. Boop.
It's moving.
Yes.
What's that shape?
It's a moving map.
I imagine like Sir Quinn literally drives into a car because he's trying to concentrate on two things at once. He just plows into a parked car.
Down.
Oh no! It seems as though you have committed a crime. I am not programmed for this eventuality. I am very torn.
You know,
I both
David
want to
Hasselhoff is so much cooler
and
than
arrest
right
you at the same time.
Bike, operator, can you? I think it's okay.
Please call me Stoptimus.
Stopimus. Where? Can
Or
I have
just
the
stop.
map again? Can I see the map again? Please.
Here is the map. Boop.
I think is the triangle me.
Yes.
Oh God.
Good. Now
I think Ulrika.
now
point
what
to
what
put
what is
yourself
the red
square.
line?
What's good?
She just comments when he's asking, "Am I the triangle?" She's like, "No, you're such a square." Like,
It's talking. They don't talk to me. Do you have a soul?
it's
Error.
very personal.
I cannot tell you that information.
You're kindred. Okay, I have a kindred motorcycle. Right. I'm going to try and it's not sure if it's got a soul or not. Who was your sire?
Error. I cannot tell you that information.
It's like having Jacob around again. All this sass.
Can I hear the bike, or is it
Oh,
just
yeah.
Sir Quinn? Okay.
Oh yeah, you can hear it.
What do I ask it?
Go.
Anything you need when it comes to stopping crime.
Tell him there's
How do I?
crime in the sewers.
Sorry, there's crime.
Tell him there's crime in the sewers.
There's crime
So
in the
he will
sewers.
take us there.
Take us to the sewers.
Excellent. Following the map. Boop. And the bike sets off.
Right, you talk to it, Ulrika. I need to concentrate.
No.
Okay.
Error.
And it-
You do not need to concentrate. I will drive with an 82% accuracy rate.
That's good, right? Eight
That's
is
a good
high.
number. Better than 6.
I will let
Correct.
Stoptimus. Correct. I will let Stoptimus take the wheel or drive for me.
Certainly does. And not too long later, you find yourself at the sewer rat's entrance. Now, I say not too long. I mean, Stoptimus is a very careful driver. Stops at every red light very, very early. Makes sure to let everyone, turn before him. Very, very generous driver. So it's actually like almost sunrise by the time you get to the sewer rat entrance.
Thank you. And I imagine Sequin just yells at this thing. He doesn't understand it.
You are
Thank
welcome.
you.
Good luck killing those criminals in the sewers.
Lock bike.
Set
Please.
passcode to lock me.
Jacob.
What's up?
Affirmative. Password is Jacob.
He will never guess that one.
Won't.
And I'll wander over to the entrance and kind of bang on the door.
There is a very fast response, like someone was waiting at the like how the door opens up immediately, and Caleb is there. Caleb is short, quite grimy, and a waft of sewer just hits you right in the lungs as that door opens up. Oh, hey, buddy, come on in. Oh, you brought a friend. Wow.
I enter. I just walk in. I think he might be frozen.
I think Gareth's lost us again.
Yeah.
He's lost to the void. He's coming back. Sequin just stands there for a second.
I
You're
did
back.
there for a second. Caleb, pleasure. I brought another member. The rest of my group were a little bit indisposed. But they're still very keen
no
to
worries.
be members. Don't worry.
Yeah,
this is-
I mean, that's great.
Ulrika, be careful. She ripped the arms off the last person that spoke ill to her.
Wow. Well, Ulrika, it is a pleasure to have you in our mighty order of sewer rats.
Yes.
Sure, you've heard a lot about us. Right now, it's kind of like a quiet couple of years, but things are really about to pop off, in a big way. So
we should
come
probably
on
come
in.
in.
This is a
Take us
come
to our
on in, come on
drinking
in.
halls.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's awkward. I don't have any food in. Tell you what, I'll go find something, rustle something up. Find a sewer person or something like that.
Okay, and the rest of our mighty group here. Anyone you can introduce me to?
Well, right now, it's just us, sort of small elite club in here right now. Some of the guys are probably going to stop by sometime next month or so, but yeah.
Everyone out is out on sorties and other missions. I understand. And he taps his nose.
Yeah, exactly. Diplomatic community and all that. So, I'll rustle you up some sewer people and
I'm not
wait
hungry.
here. Well, that's even easier then. Even
I
better.
can't believe you're being this easily tricked by what is essentially a 9-year-old covered in dirt.
And where is do we have accommodation? A barracks or something like that?
There is a less smelly corner over there. There's some rugs and a bit of skin.
You've always been a fan of skin, Ulrika, haven't you?
Yes.
You can take that corner.
There's all type of skins, really. You know, arm skins, leg skins, crocodile skins, skins, all lot. You know,
Have you
just
considered sewing them together to a nice skin blanket?
that's a killer idea. Welcome to the sewer rats for real. We gotta get some knitting in here, knitting some skin together. Yeah.
All right.
And
Ulrika goes
for
up the
me,
corner. Starts examining the skins.
Anything not in a corner? Any beds?
Well, you could call that pile of flesh over there a bed. Yeah. I mean, it's all sorts of flesh, you know. Kind of forgotten where all of it came from,
I
actually.
swear to God, if I could use my phone right now, I'd be texting that picture of Ron Swanson throwing a TV into a bin to both of you over and over again.
Ulrika is just incredibly amused by all of this and is just sorting out some skins that she's just gonna take.
There is a sign which hangs, which reads sewer rats, yeah.
So
I mean, it
Quint's
kind of
like
reads sewer rats. It's a little bit misspelled.
desperately not
Sewer
trying to be
rats.
embarrassed in front of Ulrika. He's trying to like upsell. Flesh.
Yeah.
Takat. I believe they like sleeping in flesh. This will be perfect.
Who doesn't love flesh, mate? I mean, it's just awesome. Yeah, usually I just cuddle myself up in there, wrap myself in some flesh, and, you know, call it a night.
He's gone again.
His lies broke him. Early lies.
The shame. Oh, Caleb.
I think Ulrika just
okay.
starts sewing some skin together to make a nice skin blanket. And then she's gonna, because he is Nosferatu, she is gonna ask him some questions about the local gangrel population before, under her skin blanket, secretly looking at this beacon of light, this square silver box that emits light before going to rest.
Yeah, he'll tell you that.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead, Gareth.
I'm going to probe for a bit of information,
We're both doing the
about
same.
general goings on. But I'm just going to quickly do a restart because things are going weird my end. I'll be back.
Yeah.
No worries. Yeah, Ulrika, he'll tell you that there are a few gangrel that are ever seen in central London. But apparently London Zoo is gangrel territory. And they are said to have some neutral relations with local werewolves in the area.
Interesting. She'll make a note of that then.
Mm-hmm.
And then try to figure out this iPhone and go to sleep.
Do you want a hand with that?
You know how this mystical device works.
Yeah. Yeah. I've had like 2 phones my whole life. I know what's going on.
Yes, but don't touch it. Just tell me what to do.
Ooh. Sure. Yeah. He'll give it his best shot. You come away knowing a couple of new things about the phone. Most of it seems to be centered around a game called Clash of Clans.
Oh no.
And Ulrika was
Down
not
with
in the
that.
rest of the campaign.
And the funniest thing is that she has a nat 1 for any impulse, her next impulse control thing. So I think she's just gonna stay up all night playing Clash of Clans.
You are forever now addicted.
Yep.
And so it was that another life was claimed. Everyone else. So that was Sequin and Ulrika who headed off to the sewer rats. Are the 3 of you all heading back to Takat's lovely house to sleep for the night?
No, I'm going to find Nicholas.
You're to Nicholas. Sure thing.
I assume, quite honestly, that his haven hasn't dramatically moved in the last 70 years, so I'm heading to wherever it was.
Yeah, It is a abandoned theater.
Oh, good stuff.
Looks like it's fallen into disrepair quite a long time, but it's one of those places that seems like for the past 100 years or so, no one's bothered to like fix it up, or obviously can't buy the land because it's his. So you head back in
quick
through
query.
these.
Am I older
Yeah.
or younger than him?
Younger. Yeah, Nicholas is very old.
Right, okay.
Yeah. So, but it's worth knowing actually that he's only risen to prominence in the last century or so. So maybe you knew him just as he became the primogen in this sort of area as well.
Yeah. I suppose I knew him for the last, 40 odd years or so.
Yeah, that makes sense. So, you arrive in his dark halls where there are several dozen thralls and the like, who you easily sort of make your way past, and into the inner sanctum, which is the actual theater room itself. Lots of old stinky chairs and the like, and Nicholas can be found in the wings.
Okay. I'll go up to him, drop into the chair next to him. Hi, boss. Been a little while.
Yeah, Nicholas is he looks old. He sort of looks like he's in his 60s, maybe his 70s. Long gray hair, matted, and skin which he doesn't really hide how poorly he looks. He sort of suffers seeping wounds and the like. He says, Jacob, I am pleasantly surprised. How long has it been?
It's got to be 70 years or something, I think. Got dropped into torpor, you know that drill. Anyway, we're back on the street now, and a couple of things have changed.
What they have?
First things first. Just a little thing. Have you got anybody who can take me through? The lights that go off and the sounds when you break into somewhere. It used to be just banks. They had like a ringing bell thing. But now it's all manner of lights and crap.
Yes.
Have you got someone who can catch me up pretty quickly on that? Because that is a bit of an impediment, to say the least.
Yes. I will make certain of that, and any other things you need, I will do my best to help you with, as ever.
Oh, I knew I could rely on you, Nick. It's been... Well, I'm hanging out with this, with the Mithras group, you know that. And some of them, they aren't the quietest bunch in the world. But we got to have the ability to get in places a little bit silently. So I need that information. But another couple of quick queries, if you don't mind.
Yes.
Firstly, I heard about this group, something called the Sewer Rats. Anything about that? On the whispers? Some little, thin blood cunt Nosferatus?
I have never heard of such a group.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah. Alright. By the way, is there anything you need me to do? Is scratch your back, anything in requirement?
I'm sure I will find something for you, as always.
As always. I'm your man. I'll do what you need. Yeah, if you could get me somebody to run through me these alarms, give me a quick shifty, how it works, how to spot them, how to turn the damn things off.
Of course. Little birdie told me that you were at the Queen's party.
Oh,
At least
yeah, that...
someone matching your description. I did not think it could be you.
Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't have been there if any other option had portrayed itself. Luckily, didn't have to actually spend any time in the actual party, but we're engaged in this whole thing with Mithras. It's a whole load of noise, you know it is. But long story short, you heard about Valerius at all?
Not for quite some time. I believe he has an estate in Docklands.
Yeah. That's part of the reason I need
He
to learn about the
advises Queen.
alarms. Pardon?
He advises Queen Anne.
Yeah.
Time to time.
I feel like they might have had a bit of a falling out, honestly. Say the very least. Yeah, because she, if you'll believe it, has actually asked. She's put out a price on him, but it's not like a standard blood hunt, right? It's not. This isn't like everyone. This is like softly job, you know?
Interesting.
Yeah, like pretty suspect, right?
I should say so.
Any reason you might think you might change?
I am one of the few that Queen trusts not of Ventru blood, but I am still kept far away from her innermost thoughts and plays. But this is very interesting. She does not do anything without having thought of it at least 3 times beforehand. So
Yeah, it feels like a fucking corkscrew, that one.
I would be careful.
Yeah. Definitely a softly job.
And Valerius is very powerful. I trust you have allies who are up to the job.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't expect to be doing much of the fighting myself. Quite honestly, that's not really my thing. But we got some muscle on board. Do you remember? I don't know. Did you ever? Do you remember that crazy ginger bitch? You know. No. You remember?
I think I'm aware of who you're talking about.
You know, in the 20s, there was all that problem with the homeless people, and they were all turning up in bits and stuff. And we thought it was like balls and stuff, but it turned out that she just got really bored.
I see.
Yeah, she's on the team.
Well,
And we got some snotty knight who's got a motorbike now for whatever reason.
you're in good company. Just
I mean,
make
company,
certain,
certainly.
I'm sure that others have made aware to you the Operation Antigen, but they have taken some of our order. Even those who thought themselves to be able to hide from mortal eyes.
Yes, about that. So, you know, we didn't used to show up in photographs, and that was wicked. What's the drill now? Do we show up in pictures? Is that a new thing now?
Most standard devices that they have, no. But our Operation Antigen has technology beyond that.
And do we think
normal
Valerius
people
is connected with them in some way, or
It would surprise me.
you not heard of
but-
any like link up there?
I have not, but no one has any links to Operation Antigen as far as I know.
Mm-hmm. And now you know the boss, Cat. You know the one. Glad,
Yes.
Egyptian, kind of grumpy. Got a bit of a face on him all the time. On a bit of a face on them all the time.
What of it?
But you know he's in charge of the operation, right? Now
I'm
he
aware
goes.
that, you work together.
Yeah. He's the top dog. They're the top dog. They are.
Is this going somewhere?
Yeah. Query. What have you had in terms of interaction, or what have you heard on the Shufti about him? About them?
Well, I've been round the block a few times, but most kindred make their intentions very clear to me. The cat is not one such who has the clearest motives. But that is always the way with kindred as old as they are.
Like
I
shifty
suspect
like
you know more than I.
Any whispers that they are not an honourable sort of individual?
All I can recall is that there was something to do with their sire, some bad blood. Perhaps ask them or do some digging of your own.
Yeah. I'd already pretty much got that one on the number. Yeah. All right. Well, you've been magic. If you need me, I've got. Hold on a second. I've got a thing. Hold on. It's like a phone. Hang on. Look
Yes.
around for the mobile phone like jackass. This thing. Hold on. I think I'm. Hold on a second. I don't know. Number. I don't know. I don't get it.
Fear not. And Nicholas takes the phone, and you now have a number there. And in your phone, you can use it to contact me.
Okay, magic. Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. Okay, well, if you can just point me in the direction of somebody who can give me the 411 on this flashing lights and business.
Naturally. It's been good to see you again, Jacob.
It's actually been better than anything since I woke up so far, honestly, Nicholas. It's been a pleasure. If you need me for anything, I'm always your man.
My haven is yours.
Oh, you know it. Right, I'm going to
He
go and
puts you in
learn
the
about
direction of someone who's going to give you the basics of bank robbing, i.e.
electronic
more
security.
information. Yes, he has more information on electronic security, basically, and cameras and how they work, etc. And then eventually, do you sleep here, or do you make the journey back through the tunnels?
No, I'll sleep here once I've finished absorbing absolutely everything I can.
Sure. Okay. Takat and Rahat, the two of you, a couple of hours back, you finished a recon job. The others have headed off in their own directions. What do you guys do?
Can I just say that I want to put it into canon that I had Mr. Anderson change my phone Siri to Holly.
Yes.
Just so used to saying their name. Before we get back to mine, I do want to make a quick phone at a phone booth, ways away from the location, and I want to call the antigen agent that I was given by the Queen.
Okay. So you weren't given a name; you were just given the number.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but that's fine because all you need is number. Like, it maybe doesn't surprise you that you don't have someone's name because even if they did give you a name, it'd probably just be a code word anyway.
Mr.
You, yes, you make the phone call, and after a minute or so, there is a raspy voice on the other line, which sounds like someone who's maybe older. The voice says, "Yes."
I am calling because I heard that this was the number to an agent who was in the antigen program.
There's a long pause. Okay. Talk. And keep in mind, they could be hacking this line at any time.
I wish to have a parley with some people and offer resources so both groups can prosper.
Impossible. Next question.
I am willing to bring a gift of high value to them.
Yeah, good idea if you want to get yourself killed. Next.
So are you saying that all you wish is death and bloodshed?
Listen, I wouldn't be having this conversation with you if that's what I wanted. But I know these guys better than you do.
Nothing is impossible given enough grease and leeway.
We
Send
could have
my
a fuck ton of grease.
Send my message and I just click it down.
Okay.
That's what I do. Rahat, you were probably there for that.
The two of you squeezed into the phone booth.
It's phone booth, I remember. Fun.
Rahat would wait outside the phone booth. Rahat would not squeeze into the phone booth.
It's hilarious. It's just, he's trying, no, you get it, you get it. No, open the door.
Absolutely not.
All right, so what are the? No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, would it be possible to slightly flashback something like a little tiny bit?
Yeah.
Cause hi, I'm learning this system and it's very cool, and I'm learning about some of my magics, and
Nice.
I just want to say that when we get back in the house, I like go straight to Catatet's fridge and I pull out like a big old jug of blood that I've been working on for the last 3 nights. And I want to finish a spell that takes 3 nights to do, and I want to just say that this is the 3rd night, because this is our 3rd night, right? Sort of, narrative wise. So can I say that so basically there's like I have, as you do in a bowl, a liter of blood, and just every night I've been like cutting my hand and putting some of my blood in the blood. And there's a little iron stone in the bottom of the bowl, and every night I just have to spend an hour. Puppy,
Metal as
no.
Could you just describe blood magic, please?
So I'm just, casually, I take the blood out of the fridge and I speak some words over it, as you do, very cash. And
Gordon Ramsay recipe.
yeah. This is just I'm just following the recipe exactly. It's totally fine, totally normal. Takatatet has seen me do this many times.
I like
They're
to
cool.
think
They're
as
cool
you're
with it.
doing it. As you're doing it, like, Holly, play soft jazz.
I like to think that from Takatatet's perspective, this is like you making cheese on toast. Like,
Speaking of
I don't even
which,
get to drink this. I would have like more blood in the fridge that I'm drinking. I have one of my blood juice packs because they know that that's how I don't like have to deal with people. I prefer it pre-bagged. Yeah.
Like
So I'm
Capri Sun.
sipping it. I'm sipping it to quench my own thirst while I work over my magic stone bowl blood bowl thing. And I think it says on the end of the 3rd night I have to make a ritual roll to make sure that this works, I think.
because of how their like relationship is, and because I can actually eat food, I think the cat is actually dead, just like sitting on a couch nearby, and it's just crunching on some like toast and like, cheese, and knowing it's annoying you.
Like, yeah, I'm like right near the end and I have to stop and I'm like and I just like continue like reciting the words. So I think I have to roll intelligence plus blood sorcery. So give me 1 second. I have to double check what that number is.
No worries.
Put.
Yeah.
Oh, it was not a good roll considering I just threw 9 dice. I think I only had 3 successes. But I think
Yes.
it still means I
Yeah,
still
three.
means I made it.
Okay, cool. Describe the effect of your spell.
Okay, so I reach into my delicious bowl of blood. And I take out this little stone, and I think it's just kind of humming now, and it was like it's a stone, and yet somehow it's like this dark crimson red. Yeah, and basically I just crafted a bloodstone, which I would just literally hold my hand out and show to Catatet that I made it, and then I would put it away because they know what it is. And then I would pocket it. And then I put the blood back in the fridge for later in case I need it.
Rinse and repeat. I think Pro, you muted there if you were saying something.
Oh, I was saying, there's like a whole shelf for you.
There's a whole shelf of it. Yeah. Yeah. It's a little like I still need to like restock on some of my things. I'm a little bit like, there's a few more things I could use. Curious if those sewer rats have anything good. See when Ulrika and Sir Quinn come back.
Well, I can find out when if a Holly has died recently, and you can instead of them being interred, you can use some of their belongings.
Yes. Well, sometimes it's Yes, it's waste not, want not. If you have any remains you don't need, I'll take them, of course.
Of course. Yeah. What did they say? I heard someone say recycling. I don't know what that means.
Yes, rats. Well, that's, on a cycle, you you reuse objects rather than throw them out. So yes, that would be grand.
Right.
We're gonna secretly turn this house like very environmentally friendly and green.
That's all I wanted to do.
Alrighty. So in that case, you guys are gonna sleep through the day and wake up. Everybody make me a hunger check. And I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna take a quick bio break and take Olive out of the room because she needs to sleep.
Oh, I'm hungrier today.
Yeah, I'll let you guys take over for a minute. If you want to get to a scene or whatever, then feel free.
10.
6 or higher, right?
Yeah, 6
Yep.
or higher.
Does 10 mean I'm completely good?
Oh yeah, you're
happy.
I mean, you don't get more hungry.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm hungrier.
I can get hungry, but I have like a living herd, so I can just be like, I'm hungry, food, I'm done.
Like both Lindy and Quinn get 1 point hungrier, is what happens.
It's that skin blanket, I'm just like, the real
fumes.
skin blanket.
It's as if you were like sleeping in like bacon. You're like, you just like smell it. Like I say this as someone who does not eat bacon, but I assume.
I would love a bacon blanket. That would be amazing.
Only if it's cooked, though, otherwise it's
Nibble on it a little.
Yeah.
You're like half turned into a dog. You're like,
Yeah, just like
nibbling on
just
the
nibbles,
blanket.
like the edge of the skin blanket's all
On the
nibbled on in
serious
the
though,
morning.
if it was bacon and it was cooked, that would be the best thing in the world. Like,
Right?
you'd never, like, how much better than that would that be than literally like world hunger being cured? Quite a lot. I'll agree. I think we'll agree.
Bacon blankets.
Yeah, it's the new meta.
sounds horrifying.
Yeah, I'm a little bit scared.
I'd eat it.
Okay, so I assume we're heading back to Cats in some way or another.
Sure.
Me via the sewer. How are Ulrika and Quinn getting back from Shitstain Alley to Cat's mansion?
There is only Stoptimus Crime now. That's the only way to travel.
Optimus Prime.
Now, we could roleplay Optimus Crime, but let's just assume you get there fine and everything's good and we don't ever mention him again.
Yeah.
Good. Okay.
And
When
and
you
I think
return-
Ulrika, when you go ahead. She's got like $1 bill and the iPhone. She says, "You can use real money to pay for gems, but I don't know how to get it into the device." It's just
All right.
it's not.
Well, the
It's
first
similar.
issue you have is that $1 bill is in no way legal tender here.
It'd be a pound. It would be a pound. She'd have a pound. She took that guy's wallet. So she'd be like,
Yeah, you
not
robbed that
going
little
in.
shit. That's brilliant.
Take £5. He's like, I want real gems, please.
give me the gems in the game. I would try a real gem, but that seems even more bulky than this currency.
Have you slept, Erica?
What are
You
you
look.
talking about?
Yes, everything
Nothing.
was fine at the sewer rats. There was no problem. It was wonderful, wasn't it, Ulrika?
Oh yeah,
I have a blanket.
actually, interesting that you
I mean,
mentioned
like,
that,
pull out
because
this-
I did
thin
speak to the
blanket, right?
Primogen. I did speak to the Nosferatu Primogen, so it's interesting you mentioned your sewer rats gang. Now, to clarify for you, the Nosferatu Primogen knows more about you than you do. And he's not actually heard of the sewer rats. Are they quite a big gang, are they? Quite popular?
That's how elite and secret they are. If even the Nosferatu Primogen has not heard of them, thank
Oh,
you,
alright.
Jacob. Finally, a compliment and some respect.
They have a nice
see,
flesh
I feel
pile.
like-
I took all their
I
skin.
feel like you've slightly missed my sarcasm and contempt.
No,
But-
complete note. I accept your apology. Thank you.
Oh, no, then do tell me about the sewer rats then.
Elite organization. Very
Yeah.
They need
low.
more
How many members in the sewer rats is there?
Well,
How good are you at lying? 'Cause I'm pretty good at spotting that.
Hard to put a number on it, really.
Conceptually, what is a sewer rat?
Maybe less than 7?
Are we
More
actually
than
counting the
one?
sewer rats that were in there?
No,
I mean, yeah.
what, like, is it high tech equipment? Is it in there, or like?
I didn't see
Underground
any
connection.
books. I didn't. There was flesh. Perhaps
Nice
they
flesh
had.
pile.
Yeah, they had lots of skinny, all kinds of things. It was.
They don't have skin anymore, though. I
It
took
was a
all.
fleshy bukkake.
I don't think that word means what you think it means. Actually,
Get out of my house.
I mean, bouquet. I get
dude,
confused.
cocaine.
That's an entirely
Oh.
What skill do you want me to put to roll to prove
A
that-
bukkake is multiple bouquets, right? I think I asked Optimus Prime.
No, this is
When
no.
when those three get back to the house, and while all of this is happening, Rahat is recycling that bowl of blood, is just drawing blood wards, all protective blood wards all over the front entrance.
I can paint over that, right?
Yes, it should work fine.
Yeah, like some emulsion, it'll probably be fine.
Yeah, but at least they'll be
Let it
there.
dry first.
Did Caleb? Sorry, when I joined, did Caleb know anything about Valerius?
No, he didn't know. He doesn't know anything about Valerius.
That new
So
He
quick.
does
when-
know a fair amount of like street stuff, and he does know a fair amount of people. But like, Valerius is too high up a chain and only known to a few.
I think I would have tasked Caleb. Like, I said, have a look into it. If you get your people.
Yeah, no, my folk will talk to their people when I haven't got anything on tomorrow or next week actually. So I'll I'll look into it because I've got a lot of spare
I
time
just
on me.
realised
just
who you
sentenced
become
him to
friends
death.
with. You know it's good omens when they
Yeah.
meet Shadwell, who you just fucking associated with.
So, all of us here, all of us are prepared. Good information was gathered. I gathered, Jacob. Thank you for.
Oh, yeah, I found out loads, but I do want to know if it marries with what the elite sewer rats have to say about Valerius. 'Cause I found out quite a lot about him, so I'm assuming you found out loads more.
Yeah,
I
you go
think we
ahead
can
and
move on.
I'll add anything we didn't find out.
No, after you, of course.
I insist we move on.
Oh. Okay, well, I'll tell you what I found out then, and you can lie later on. So Valerius, turns out, actually used to advise Queen Anne,
Mhm.
which is a little bit interesting considering the recent, surreptitious blood hunt that she put out on him.
Well, she told us this.
Yeah, but it's interesting that she is continuing to pass out that information in general, that he's still her advisor to the masses, while trying to have him killed in private for what is still quite a shit reason.
Is it that he was or still is the advisor?
Well, now, the word on the street, and indeed, I'm no doubt the word of the Sir Rats as well, is that he is currently her advisor. Now, this is coming from Nicholas, who I'm sure you are aware of, is one of her advisors. So it's a bit rope-a-dope, if you ask me.
It is, and I suspected something was up, but she has our item.
Yeah. Now, good news on that front. I got speaking with a couple of Nozzies down there. You know, I don't know if you ever met Caitlin. Sort of short, kind of wrinkled looking, kind of gross. But anyway, look, the short of it is, she took me through all the, you know, the lights and the flashing crap and the cameras and that.
The security.
Yeah. Okay, so she's taking me through that. So I think I can stand a fairly good chance of getting in through the side door now without us having to need to set off a million alarms and die.
Well, I could still go in the front, and while I'm distracting them...
That's my fault.
Yes.
That's brilliant.
I must be honest. I don't care if she is telling the truth. It is better to have her on our side than against it.
Oh, no doubt. I'm just filling in blanks, you know what I'm saying?
No, yes. But if anyone else has problems with doing this, I'm always open to hear it. But I cannot think of any other easier way to get our item than this.
Okay, well, this seems like the best idea then. So what do you want to do? Just me going in the side door, or me and someone, or...
Whatever you think is best. I know you are quite stealthy alone.
I mean, I don't think anyone's going to see me, but I'm mildly concerned. Okay, so you know like click camera.
Yes.
Right. Now
Yes.
they've got, yeah. Now the reason you two jackasses got caught at the museum was because they've got cameras that watch all the time, right? They're always going on back and forth, and they're always picking up what's on the videos. It's not like they're taking a picture. It's like a movie, you know, like a TV program.
Oh, moving picture, yes.
Yeah. That sort of thing, which is why they got caught at the museum rather than like somebody just, you know, recognized them and described them. It's because they actually were on the camera. Now, the cameras won't touch me. I've been through all this now, so I'm good. But even if these guys are sneaking, if there are cameras in there, they will get seen. So possibly, you might want to take them in like you're on a guard. You know what I mean?
That sounds good.
That way there's competition.
And given my past relationship with Valerius, perhaps, Rahat, you could be someone who is interested in learning new ways of blood magic?
It is rather limited who you can learn it from. It's unfortunate.
Yes. A meeting, I think, is good. Most likely this will go bad. And Orica, you can kill everyone.
Now, on that note, I actually have something I can help you with. You know how like locks with a key door? Like, nowadays they have locks with you can lock on a computer, right? And you can lock and unlock doors through like the wires.
What about just ripping the door off?
Yeah. No, that's perfect. You see, the plan is, I was thinking, if you guys find yourself in there, because it looks to me, based on what we've got there, we've got security doors that lock and unlock, various passcodes, kind of stuff like that. But if I can find my way to the main control room type place, neutralize anybody who's in there, usual story. Once you get in with Valerian, I can make sure that none of you are getting out again until, you know, you want to leave, obviously.
Yes. Perhaps.
You know, save you having to murder everybody and just focus on the one horrifyingly destructive, uber powerful vampire.
Holly, send message to Mr. Anderson, Blueprints, Buckland, and I give back the address.
Sending message to Mr. Anderson. Working.
You straight up own an Alexa, don't you?
A Holly, thank you.
Just a guess.
I'm so sorry.
It's actually a Holly in that mansion.
Okay, well, if you guys are going in and looking well scary, and she goes in and looking all, tell me things, learn about magic, and you go in looking all, I'm the king of the castle, right? Then you stand a pretty good chance of getting into, at the very least, some sort of smaller meeting, like not with the entire force of armed guards that's likely to be in there, in the same room. If that's the case, I can do all manner of. I'm actually quite excited because I've been up all night learning this all day, and there's all sorts of fun things you can do with a computer once you get in there, like turning out lights, shutting doors. You know, it's going to be a good time.
These lights do turn on when I enter a room. It's quite strange.
I know why it does that now. There's a motion thing. What's it called? No, it's not actually witchcraft, although it actually absolutely is quite similar to that. It's a motion thing. It sees. It's like a robot eye that sees you, and then turns on the light. It's brilliant.
This sounds terrifying. I don't like it.
Yeah, you're gonna really hate the building we're gonna go into, I think.
Oh. Ulrika, didn't you want to go to your place?
Which one?
The club, I think he's talking about.
Oh, yes. I want to fight.
It could be good for us to limber
Train.
up.
I'd also like to meet your sewer rats at some point, if possible.
Yeah, they may be watching right now, Jacob.
Funnily enough, you do get a phone call from Caleb around this time.
I've been captured.
He's been calling. He's been calling, like, you know, this isn't the first call. This is like call number 5.
Oh.
Jacob,
no.
Is it about your socks again? I'm quite busy.
Yeah. Well, no. Well, yeah. I mean, it is firstly, but there's something else as well. I was wondering if anyone else is going to be around the clubhouse soon, because I've got a bunch of sewer people. I found them, and I'm chopping them up. You know.
Quick query: are they homeless people?
Do you ask?
No. I mean, can I hear this conversation, or is he literally in the room?
Up to you, Sir Gwyn. I mean.
Yeah, like you'll be able to kind of hear it from the phone.
Oh, are they homeless people you've got?
Who's that? I need to know he's a sewer rat if I'm going to talk to him.
Yeah, no, Jacob. Are you a sewer rat, Jacob?
Oh, is this your sewer rat? Or can I speak to him?
He only speaks to sewer rats, so if you just acknowledge you are one to him,
Yeah,
and he
I'm
will.
100% a sewer rat. Yeah, absolutely.
Perfect.
Now,
yes.
I'll
pass the phone over.
More sewer rats.
Thank you so much. Hello.
Hello.
Who am I speaking to?
Sewer rat prime. Caleb.
Sewer rat. Fine. Fuck myself. Okay. Right. Are you a Nosferatu?
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. Now, I heard you captured a load of sewer people there. Would they be homeless
Sewer people. Well, I mean, they're sewer people.
Yeah. They ain't got any homes, no?
Well, they got sewer.
Yeah, okay. I'll just pass you back to Sir Quinn. No worries. Thanks.
Good talk.
Oh, actually, one second before. Where is your building again?
Well,
Your clubhouse.
Quinn should give me the deets. I don't want to say over the phone in case you're being tracked, you know?
Yeah. Right. I'll get the deets from Quinn. Yeah. Here you go.
Sweet.
Was it purely the offer of food, Caleb? It's very kind of you.
Well, yeah, no, food, but also you want to be looking into this Valerius fella?
Did you find some information out?
Well, you know, I guess you could call it information, yeah.
Okay, spill it. It's perfect time. You must have almost been listening in.
Oh, yeah. No, I wasn't. I can't hear. I've been calling you all morning. For like
Yes,
5 or 6 calls.
I've seen. I'm not very good at
Less than
answering.
7, I would say, but you know.
Anyway,
Fair
let's get
amount.
bogged down. What was it you found out?
About what?
Valerius. You said you
Oh
had
yeah. No, why didn't you say so? This Valerius chap, he is an elder vampire.
Perfect.
I like to think you're studiously taking notes on this.
Start a list. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Anything else?
yeah, I mean, I thought that was pretty big. Yeah, but this chap also was a regent for a while. We're talking a ways back, like 1700s sort of date, when you know, the big M, when he went about, he was out the city or sleeping or something, but I don't know. Valerius was regent for a while, and turns out 1800s or so, him and Mithras had some kind of falling out. And he stepped down as regent.
Was it a willing step down, or was he compelled to?
Well, you know, tough to say. Not so many folks around back then who want to talk about it, but sounds like it weren't all that agreeable, if you know what I mean.
Was he the prince, or just
Well,
another?
regent, so looking after the job, you know.
Useful to know. That's very good,
Yeah.
my Surat brethren. Thank you.
That's what I thought. The other thing is that I spoke to someone, won't say who, not naming no names, between you and me, us sewer rats, you know. But every couple of weeks, black cab rolls up, couple of people get out, go inside, and then leave. Like a couple hours later. And they're all wearing suits and that lot. And they ain't kindred or nothing.
What time was this?
Late, you know. I mean, early for some, but you know, like midnight-ish, you know, around that sort of time.
Perfect. If you hear any other information that's as important as this, can you let us know when you hear it? It's much
Yeah, I mean,
appreciated.
I'm happy
We
to
definitely
stay
are
on the phone all
ear
day
to
if
the
you want.
ground.
You know, I've got nothing to do really.
Oh, you do.
I'm. Oh,
What was that
I think
ominous?
someone's
Was
calling.
that
me.
foreshadowing again? Oh, I hate it when they get on a line.
I'm going. There's a tram going past, and I'll try and hang up.
Trams round here.
I've had to. That's the last thing you hear. It's like quid making tram noises and then pressing the hang up button.
Just pressing numbers.
Jacob, did you hear that Valerius used to be the regent in about 1700s?
I mean, I've lived here since like the 1500s, so yes.
Okay, well, you didn't mention that. And did you know he had a falling out with Mithras?
I mean, I'm going to direct your answer to my first answer, but louder.
Well, perhaps you should mention these things. Some of us were off doing more important things than skulking around sewers.
Oh yeah. By the way,
Like what?
about the more important things. Quick query: where is the sewer rats headquarters? Because they sound like they're already on the money, and I want to check them out. Yeah.
I'll take you there after we've done our business.
No, it's all right. You don't need to worry. You can go down to Bruges headquarters. But he did say you give me the deets because you're like sewer rat like beta now. Like you're like the second in command or something.
But
Sewer rat beta.
Which is the shittest title known to humanity.
I wouldn't dare. You see, the sewer rats, they don't really have anyone under control. Obviously, we have slightly elder members, and he'll look hopefully to Cat. But
Oh, what a lovely fresco on this wall.
No.
Use the cane.
it's a group decision.
Still no.
we are making some flies. It's in an old station. It's programmed into my motorcycle. Sandwell. Well, whatever I said earlier. A sandboard.
What did you say earlier?
I
Sandboard.
made one up.
All right, okay.
That sounds fine.
Oh, all right.
It's a
Yeah, oh, yeah. No,
sandbank.
I think I know
Sandbank,
actually. All right. So, are you guys heading to the Bruja headquarters for this fight club thing? Yeah.
Where we're going to test ourselves. Why would you like to come and have a bit of a scuffle?
I'll absolutely meet you there. Yeah, no problem at all.
Yes, you should come with.
I certainly will. Make a few bob. Nothing problem.
Jacob,
Absolutely, boss.
please give a message.
Oh, I think Utu.
They just look at you, kind of
The sewer rats.
knowingly.
Understood, boss.
Alive after.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't do anything that would stop that.
That's all I ask.
What is it we're talking about? Are we getting ready to leave?
We're going to go
Oh
fight.
yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna see you guys a little bit later on.
The fleshy mattress is mine. Right.
That's good. That's good to know.
All right. Who's going where?
Fight club, fight club, fight club, fight club.
They're supposed to
Alright.
say it, God.
Oh yeah. Now you talked about it and you ruined the first rule.
It's out of character. I don't know.
I'm going to South Wall Station or whatever it is.
Okay. So you're off to the Sewer Rats HQ, is that right?
Yep.
Okay, and HQ. Ulrika, you want to go to Fight Club?
Yes.
Anyone going with Ulrika?
100%.
Yeah, I'm probably got there as well.
Okay. Rahat, Fight Club?
Yeah, as soon as I'm done, like, finish my blood finger paints on the walls, I'll go.
All right, excellent. Let's deal with the group of you first. You're off to the Fight Club. So you don't actually know where it is, Ulrika, but you do have the phone numbers of Mickey Blue and McCade, who's the barman who seems to run the joint.
I'll
so
call
you could
Mickey.
call.
I don't know
Fine.
McCabe, but hey, McCabe's.
That's true. Yeah, you don't know McCade. Yeah. The phone answers a few moments later, and a out of breath Mickey Blue answers. Yeah, yeah. Who's this?
Ulrika. We've met twice.
You the Viking chick?
Yes.
Sweet. Knew it. Didn't I tell you? Hey, didn't I tell you? Yeah, it's her. All right. Ulrika, what can I do you for?
You mentioned a place to fight lots of people last night. Where is that?
Ah, yeah. Well, you know, it's ain't far from around these parts, but how about I come pick you up?
Fine.
All right, where you at?
I'll look around. She's gonna be like to Kat's house, but she's like, he would not know good to know where that is. So she'll just give him like the corner, the street address, the corner of, such and such and such and such.
Yeah.
Where did I say this place was? I don't even remember what I said this place was.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, Hyde
Yeah.
Park, I feel like. Is it?
That was it, yeah.
Close to Hyde Park?
To Hyde Park.
Yes. All right, see you in now.
Okay.
All right.
Boop beep boop beep boop.
So, about an hour later, a white van shows up on the corner of 2 Hyde Park. It looks
creepy.
pretty beaten up. And it has Mickey Blue Constructions hastily
Oh my
written on the
gosh.
side, but it looks really old.
God.
It's the
The back
transit
is
with a
sort
double
of-
mattress in the back, isn't it?
How did you
You
know
really,
about the
you
double
really
mattress?
do meet the worst kind of people, don't you?
Just Chad's
Yeah.
group?
So,
It's Mickey. Chad was the other one.
Oh.
yeah, this is Mickey's van. He may be a Chad, but yeah. So you see Mickey in his double denim
Oh,
inside.
Canadian tuxedo.
Pops open the. Offended. Yeah, pops open the door. You're right. Oh, you're coming, are you?
Oh,
If that's
fuck.
fine.
Yeah, that's fine. I guess.
The cat's just gonna follow in his own vehicle. Love that.
That
rolling in
seems very fucking
rolling.
wise.
It's unidentified white van pulling up, promising to take you to a fight club.
Orca jumps in. She's down.
Yeah. So, anyone else getting into Mickey's mobile?
I'm gonna utter the immortal words: "Stoptimus Prime, crime. Follow that car."
Ha! Yes. Are they a criminal?
You're not gonna hurt that. Yes, let's say yes.
Broken fashion law.
For a second, you could
Undetermined.
you could swear that you just heard Stoptimus Crime laugh.
Follow. No, you. I imagine it still drives at like 30 miles an hour.
Maintaining optimum criminal speed.
32.
32 miles per hour. Very efficient. So, Rahataga in Luo, Orica in the white van, Sequin in the on Stoptimus Crime, following the car. Jacob's off. So, Jacob, we'll cut to you while they are arriving, driving to the fight club. You see the sort of door to the sewers, which has got some etchings around it, which seem to say things like "sewer rats rule," etc.
Okay,
You think you're in a rush?
I'll shake my head in disgust and then pick the lock.
It's not locked.
Of course, it's not a locked fucking word. Shit.
The lock is like busted off a couple of centuries ago.
Okay, well, I mean, I'll vanish. Not for any other reason than I want him to not know I'm there until he knows I'm there. And then I'm going to locate this stupid, wretched little cunt who kills homeless people. Which, by the way, as a small aside, one of my 2 touchstones is no harm
Yeah.
to the homeless.
Yeah, I figured that might be
Um,
a reason why Jacob was taking an interest.
I'm gonna just quickly locate Caleb.
Okay, so yeah, you have a quick scan of the area. It's actually like a fairly large sewer, which he's managed to, let's say, acquire generously. And the hideout is, it's a hideout, sure. There's not much to it. However, Caleb is having a conversation with someone on the phone at the moment.
Okay, well, I'll wait until he puts the phone down, having learned all sorts of technological fun.
Yes, exactly. So he's having this conversation. It's like, no, we got a bunch more in the gang. There's like probably 4 or 5. One of them's definitely my best friend, and I spoke to another one. He probably will be one of my best friends as well. Yeah. We're gonna have a lot of fun.
I'm really enjoying the foreshadowing in this whole phone call.
And he's like, no. I'll get some more sewer people. I will, but all in due time and whatnot. All right, I'll see you in a bit. Bye, Mum.
It's a good touch that will in no sense instill any mercy in me. Okay, well, as he's putting down the phone, I'm going to stake him. Reminder, everyone, staking renders them unconscious.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to make you roll for this.
I hope not. I'm about 400 years older than this little cunt rag.
He's so sad.
Caleb has no chance.
Yeah.
He never did.
Yeah. And while he's unconscious, I'm going to crucify him to the wall.
Good. Good start.
Yeah. And then I'm going to wait for him to wake. I'm going to remove the stake and wait for him to wake up.
So I'm not sure how long it would take someone to wake up from that. Let's say a couple of hours until Caleb sort of comes back around. In excruciating pain and a whole lot of confusion. Ow! What's going on? Mum?
Actually, no, but you might, in time, wish that was the case.
What the hell's going on?
Couple of little things. Firstly,
Did Valerius send you?
That's really funny, actually. But no, he did not. Am I to understand it that these are the headquarters of the sewer rats?
How did you know? Are you Operation Antigen?
Yeah, why not? Anyway, I understand you are an elite cadre of...
I knew they're onto us.
Yeah. On a separate note, so you know how you and Sir Quinn are really good friends?
How do you know him? Yes.
He's the one who actually sent me.
What?
Yeah, I know. Apparently,
it can't be true. I don't believe it. I won't believe it.
I know, and it is bad, especially considering what's going to happen for the next couple of hours. But yeah, actually, you can be very grateful for the fact that I'm not going to hurt him. No, not in any way. The main message, Sir Quinn, not a big fan of the hurting of the homeless people.
Why didn't you just say something rather than sending you to crucify me?
Yeah. Anyway, shush now. Return the steak. and then I'm gonna flay him.
Good. I won't say he doesn't deserve it on some level.
Having removed his entire outer layer of skin down to the third epidermis, I'm then going to package that up and I'm going to take that with me.
Skin blanket. Boom.
Yeah. Got a nice present.
All right.
And then I'm going to head over to their Poxy Fight Club.
Sure. Okay. The 4 of you arrive at a garage door, which lowers down into this sort of underground car park situation. Though there are no real cars here. Instead, what you see is a large fighting ring and dozens of kindred who are about. The smell of blood is most certainly in the air. It's quite delicious. And Mickey Blue pulls over. He seems very excited to be here. Finally, they let me back. Gonna have some fun now.
Yes. What are the rules of engagement?
Well, you know, anything goes. Obviously, we're trying not to actually, you know, end them forever and all that.
Yes.
But, you know, aside from that, let's, you guys, you're going to want to talk to McCade if you want to enter or place any bets or stuff like that. You can see McCade. I think only Sir Quinn has actually like met McCade before. You might have spotted him at the bar. Might ring a bell, as it were.
I'll give him a finger wave.
Yeah, he spots Sir Quinn and immediately stalks over to the group of you. He's a athletic, good-looking guy. He seems very sure of himself. He seems very confident to the point of being a bit cocky.
Oh, are you gonna have your date now? Is that what's gonna happen?
This is the moment. This is the time.
I had another
the hour.
problem. McCade, good evening.
Quinn!
Having a good evening?
Good to see you again. Yes. Well, the night's only just getting started. But we got a few
Like,
bouts.
certainly everything you made of it. I'm quite impressed.
What can I say? I put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into this place. But mostly blood. These the rest of your friends?
Yes, we are a small group that we're just let's say we're new in town for all intensive purposes. A couple of us were looking to test ourselves and just make sure the torpor hasn't been too cruel.
Yeah, I get a little rust off those old hinges, am I right? They shoots you awake.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to do myself for this whole thing.
Nothing a bit of oil wouldn't get rid of.
I'm sure. Well, pleased to meet you, McCade. I run this little joint here. If you want to enter in and test your mettle, by all means, or if you just want to watch and admire some of the combatants, that's fine as well. I don't feel like
Ulrika
trying to-
myself would like to enter.
Yes.
I'll be honest, I don't, and he'll kind of whisper, I don't really want to be matched up against her.
Don't worry, big boy. We'll see to a little one-on-one action. Ulrika, you, I have to say, I've heard quite a bit about you. They say you're quite fierce.
They would be correct.
Yeah, well, how do you feel about testing those claws of yours up against some of our best?
Yes.
Do you play for coin or just for sport?
Depends on my mood.
What mood are you in? I know what kind of mood I'm in.
I'd say sport because Jacob isn't here. She knows he likes to play for coin. But sport, she can just really go at it.
All right. Well, I'm gonna match you up against a fairly fierce fellow. Nothing that I'm sure you can't handle, but let's start you off nice and easy to begin with, huh?
Sure.
You need to warm up, or are you ready and raring to go like me?
I'm always ready for a fight.
By the way, like the whole time he's speaking to you, he's maintaining eye
He's
contact.
just looking at
so
Sir Quinn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's genuinely making my skin crawl. He's one that you wouldn't want to open your DM to. It'd be like a daily dick thing.
Oh man! So around this time, we can say that Jacob is well. Actually, Jacob's been out for a couple hours, so he's probably not here yet. So yeah, let's have you. And to be clear, the rest of you are just to cat. You guys watching? I know Sir Quinn wanted to be matched in a normal bout. Are you guys testing any metal, or just here to watch and or socialize? Because there are plenty of powerful vampires around this place.
I'll probably socialize with some of the powerful vampires, yes.
So let's get to that in a moment. Let's start with Orica. Orica, your first bout is against a Ventru by the name of Deacon Solomon. Never heard of this vampire before.
Yeah.
But he definitely smells of a bit of weakness to you. So what we'll do to do these bouts rather than going into combat for everyone is we'll have you make some. Let's have you make 3 strength plus brawl.
Okay.
And I'll contest him with his strength plus brawl, and we'll see who gets more successes.
Sure thing. She's definitely like gangrelling out. She's got the claws coming out. She's serious. She's hasn't fought anybody in a while. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
you might be the only gangrel at this club.
Probably. There's not a whole lot of gangrel.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. 1, 2,
I think he's going to explode.
4 successes.
4 successes. All right, he's gonna roll 6. Nice. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes, and a critical success as well. 2 of them were 10s. Let me turn up GM rolls real quick so you guys can see them as well. I'm sorry. To do this every time I reload fancy guys. Yeah, I know that worked. So the first bout of this fight, Orica has, for those watching, has too much sort of like bloodthirst and not enough like technique coming into this bout. The Ventru, in a quite agile way, manages to sidestep you frequently, has very fast reflexes, and your sort of unbound power is outmatched by their technical skill. Let's have the second round.
Okay. She's going to activate, seeing as that he's really quick, she's going to activate her like cat's grace, her stuff that makes her a little faster rather than just pure brute strength. Stop it. Stop trying to eat my wig.
Oh, I had 1 success.
Oh, things are looking good.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes, but there's 3 10s, so I think that's good. So.
Yeah, so I think, Orica, you sort of find your step in that bout, and this just flurry of attacks from you ends up, leaving him covered in gouges and pretty nasty looking wounds. You're both wounded. This one will decide the outcome.
Cool.
How many is this? We're on 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Woof, 2 successes.
1, 2 successes as well. I rolled real low.
Alrighty.
Yeah, you've got
that's-
3 successes, Lindy.
Oh, I did? I'm blind. I'm not wearing my contacts. Yeah, 6.
Yeah, you got it.
Successes.
Yeah, a little hard to read. Yeah. Tell us how you.
Oh, my contacts.
Tell us how Ulrika defeats this.
I think this is like a nice, like a warm up for her, and so she just like kind of like a cat and mouse. She just kind of knocks him around a bit. Nothing too serious, but definitely intentionally dislocates like his shoulder or something.
Nice. Yeah. The Venture leaves tail between his legs, and Bacade calls an end to that proceeding. Looks like this one's over. Are you up for another?
Quinn, would you like to take a turn? Because I could go on all night. So
Yes, why not let our friends take a swing here?
Yeah. Let me take one, Ulrika. Let me see if I can match you. And he'll kind of step to it. He'll really shout it up. He'll kind of pull off his shirt, kind of flex his muscles a little bit, and kind of walk in.
Hello. Yeah. So you
I've got something in you.
you head into the arena, and this tall and live female vampire enters into the arena, covered in tattoos. Looks like quite the brawler, sort of street fighter.
cut her open.
And McKay says, "Let's see if our old friend the Knight can take on this new challenge." So,
Are you ready? He'll kind of like.
she launches at you in lightning fast reflexes, and there is no time to talk. So, let's get rolling. Whew.
1, 2, 3, 4 successes for me.
You may
So
have
free.
can tell that Quinn and I specialized in some brawling combat.
God,
you
somebody
guys.
has to in this group, frankly.
Yeah, otherwise we'd all be screwed. But yes, it's so Gwen, it's a little closer than maybe you feel totally comfortable with it being. You only beat her out by 1 success in mechanics, so you sort of just managed to find that angle to overcome her.
I imagine it's really technical. There's lots of dodging and blocking and kind of parrying and things like that. But maybe I kind of catch her on the cheek or something like that. And
Yeah,
we both
I think-
give each other a wry smile.
Yeah, I think you only need to sort of. So Quinn only needs to really land a couple of good hits to take her out for the fight, but landing the hits is the trouble. Okay, so let's have the second bout. Let's see if we knock her out. Every 4, 5, 6.
1, 2,
That's
3.
4
for me,
successes.
that's, I think it's just
All right.
3 for me.
Yep. Unless I can't count. No, I did 3. Man, the ones look like 7s when you start looking at a lot of them. My eyes are like, I see 7s everywhere. No, 2. Okay, yeah. So 3 successes. So an even bout, essentially. 2 of you are unable to overcome one another, but you've been fighting now for a while, and you're both beginning to tire. Let's have that last round. 2.
1, 2, 3, 4 for me.
Oof, 1 success for her. Tell us how you end it.
I imagine she gets a little bit cocky, or she's like using the last of her energy, and she kind of steps in to make a big haymaker. But Quinn kind of launches forward and stamps down on her knee, pushing it backwards. and kind of leaving her limping on one leg, and he kind of walks away knowing that she can't really do much else. A valiant fight, madam. Maybe next time.
Looks like you've still got it, Sir Knight. Well fought. And it's around this time that Jacob, you're arriving. It looks like he has a parcel of something.
Yeah. I'm going to wait for Quinn to be standing facing away, and I'm going to walk up behind him ever so quietly, like. And I'm going to put my hand on his shoulder. I'm going to say, no. Don't turn around. Next time you associate me with these little scrap rats who hurt the homeless people, it won't be him that I visit at night. But I did bring you a parcel from your friend Caleb. Here you go. And I'll drop it at his feet and then step back into the shadows. By the way, I'll definitely arrange it so the face part is on the top as he opens it.
Yeah, and I think as the face skin of Caleb and the sort of somehow it still has an expression of like dumbfounded sort of idiocy as that falls on your feet, Sir Quinn, and this horrifying realization sets in. I think that's what we're going to call it for tonight's session of Vampire the Masquerade, Fall of London. This sack of skin is all over Fight Club. So that's what we're going to leave it for tonight, but we're going to be back next week for more shenanigans is really the only word that can be used to describe all of us. We get back into the Fight Club episode in full next week, and some of the politics and double dealings that go on at events like this in Kindred Society. So I hope you guys enjoyed the show. If you did, be sure to check out Fall of London, !FOL. The link will be in the description in the YouTube video as well. We'll take it to Fall of London, where you can check out the Chronicle that we're playing through, and of course Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition core rulebook and other supplements as well. If you want to go check those guys out, we are of course sponsored here by Paradox Interactive and Modifius Entertainment, so go and check those guys out and all good stuff that they're working on over there. Let's go around the cast and the crew. Did we enjoy ourselves? Where can we find you guys online when you're not pretending to be vampires? Adam, where can we find you? What you doing?
I'm Call of Cthulhu on Twitch. I stream horror games full time, Monday to Saturday, and you can find me on Twitter at Fall of Cthulhu as well. It's mostly magic cards, horror games, and models.
Excellent stuff. Jess, same questions for you.
Yeah, this was I'm glad Ulrika finally got to do some fighting. I'm excited for I really love the robot motorcycle voice. Is my new favorite NPC. So that was all great. I'm Jess. You can find me at go_GG on Twitch and Twitter. I do all sorts of video games, TTRPGs, also write some TTRPGs. But over on my stream, you can come hang out with us for Blades in the Dark this weekend. We do a university faculty trying to steal back weird magical ghost items, and we very regularly do Fiasco Fridays. We have a special showing of Gobs of Gobs coming up. Lots and lots of different tabletop fun.
Fantastic stuff. Lindy, same questions as always.
That was super fun. Ulrika's so happy to finally found some place she can fight, break some bones, get some blood. She, I think she's gonna go for a Blood Eagle on her next win. We'll see. It's been a while. It's been a while for her. But yeah, I love this. This was super fun. You can find me online at LaughLoveLindy on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, etc. I play and GM a lot of tabletop RPGs. Specifically, aside from stuff on my channel tonight, we are going to have on Tales from the Grim this Sunday, Marvel Superheroes one-shot for charity for my birthday. So if you want to donate to a good cause, it's going to be celiac disease awareness, and I'm very excited about it. It hasn't been formally announced yet, but I'm just throwing it out here because it's going to happen.
It has now.
It's been informally. It's very low-key. Pro reasons out there, Josh. Where can we find you online? Do you have a good time tonight? All those good questions, as always.
Yeah, I did. I thought just the interaction with the Quinn and Takat about joining the sewer rats, and it's been like, no, shush, shush. I thought that was pretty good. But yeah, I am Pro Restarter. You can catch me on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. I'm doing some secret stuff. Twitter is the best place to get me, so yeah, check me out there. Thank you for having me.
And last but most least, Gareth.
So much fun. So Quinn, someone mentioned that he's like Captain Coac, and that's all I can see now. There's so much in that kind of bumbling but kind of semi trying to be honourable person. And he's now got a bag of skin, which I have no idea how he's going to react in the long run to that, so that should be interesting. He quite liked Jacob to start with, and now Jacob is an absolute bastard, which we
So I don't touch the homeless. It's not complicated. You should know this by now.
There you go. I am on an actual play podcast called Actual Play. What's it called? Actual Play. Podcast called The Murder Ho Bros.
Murder Ho Bros, yeah.
Yeah, and you can catch us. We've bit of a twist this session. It's literally gone up today. Hundreds of you have already listened, and we really appreciate the hell out of that. Loads of good reviews on iTunes and whatnot. So thank you so much for that, and thank you for tuning in, and hope to see you again soon.
Alrighty. Well, go follow these guys. Go keep up with all their deeds and misdeeds, all that they're getting up to across the course of the week until next session, which is, of course, every Tuesday at 4 o'clock Eastern. Where you can join us here for the live show. You can catch up on YouTube if you haven't seen some of the previous episodes. I highly recommend going back and watch them. But we'll be back with the full crew next week, so we'll see you guys here for that. I myself am going to be over on the Kobold Press Twitch channel in about an hour's time for the finale of Season 3 of the World Tree Burns. If you've never caught a show before, perhaps you have caught a couple episodes before, you'll know that the wonderful Dan Dillon is the dungeon master of that show, so we are in for a good time. The finales are usually pretty deadly. We lose about a character per season in a finale, so we're going to roll dice tonight. Fingers crossed it's not me, but I'll see you guys there in an hour. If you want to come hang out, I'll drop the channel link, as you can go follow those guys over there as well. But yeah, that's all for tonight, my friends. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you guys next time. But until then, try not to roll too many nat ones. Won't be laughing when you do. Good night, everybody. Oh, enjoy the let's play the song from
Yes.
Song again.
Noir Enigma. To play us out is at Noir _Enigma, I think, on Twitter. Bye.
Encounter role play for the 7 Tuesdays. Vampire the Masquerade. Maintain the Masquerade. Rouse from torpor. These vampires find much more than they think lies in store. Just maintain the masquerade. The fall of London, London falls. The fall of London, London falls. The fall of London, London falls. Hope that somebody can hear the call. The fall of London, London falls. The fall of London, London falls. The fall of London, London falls. Hope that somebody can hear the call. Just maintain the masquerade. Maintain the masquerade. Maintain this masquerade. Maintain the masquerade.